which district?
We're cleaning out the floating debris that accumulates at the end of the deep tunnel, and it's plastic bottles, it's tennis balls, it's stuff that can fit into a storm drain out in the street.
Because at the end of the day, taking on a structure like the pyramid is one of the most dangerous jobs.
Welcome back to our channel. In the realm of cleaning professions, there exists a spectrum of hazards that workers face daily. From the seemingly mundane to the heart-pounding, each job presents its own unique set of dangers. So buckle up and prepare for an eye-opening journey into the world of extreme cleaning. Let's delve into the top 10 most dangerous cleaning jobs in the world.
Imagine living in a town where the dust is so toxic that the city will vacuum your attic for free.
Starting off our list at number 10, we have animal waste cleanup. While it may not conjure images of perilous situations, animal waste cleanup holds hidden dangers. Workers in agricultural and industrial settings often confront hazardous substances like ammonia and methane gas emitted from decaying organic matter. Exposure to these gases can cause respiratory issues and even asphyxiation in extreme cases. Additionally, handling animal waste puts workers at risk of contracting zoonotic diseases, transmitted from animals to humans. Proper protective gear and thorough training are essential safeguards in this line of work.
First of all, we have to clean up their mess they've made throughout the night. We brush all the poo into the middle, not into one nice pile, and then we can just come in with the wheelbarrows, long-handled shovels, and just get it all in the barrows, up the ramp and into the trailer. That gets pretty much full every day. We take about 12 wheelbarrows, maybe more poo a day. Sometimes it's close to a ton of poo.
At number 9, we have cleaning at extreme heights or depths. Working at extreme heights or depths presents an array of hazards, including the risk of falls, equipment failure, and adverse weather conditions. Whether it's scaling towering structures or descending into the sea, cleaners must contend with vertigo-inducing heights or claustrophobic depths. Even with safety harnesses and specialized equipment, the margin for error is slim, and one misstep can have catastrophic consequences. Vigilance, proper training, and adherence to safety protocols are paramount in mitigating these risks.
Because at the end of the day, taking on a structure like the pyramid is one of the most dangerous jobs.
Imagine living in a town where the dust is so toxic that the city will vacuum your attic for free.
Next up at number 8, we have hazardous waste cleanup. Dealing with hazardous waste materials exposes workers to a myriad of dangers, including chemical burns, respiratory issues, and long-term health effects. Contaminated sites pose risks of exposure to toxic substances like lead, asbestos, and heavy metals, which can seep into the soil and groundwater, posing environmental hazards. Workers in this field must undergo extensive training in hazardous materials handling and wear protective gear to minimize exposure. Strict adherence to safety regulations is crucial to prevent accidents and safeguard both workers and the environment.
For that, the most satisfying part of it is helping problems go away and helping the environment. That's what I will continue to do. I could be doing a bulk fluid transfer one day, repacking a bunch of waste for a lab that's been shut down the next. That's what I love about being a hazardous waste technologist, is it's always changing.
It's radioactive. Handling could give you radiation sickness. If it isn't kept underwater, it will overheat or even catch fire. This is the world's most frightening grime, and it'll stay that way for decades.
Moving on to number 7, we have nuclear decontamination. Cleaning up radioactive materials is one of the most perilous tasks imaginable. Exposure to ionizing radiation poses severe health risks, including radiation sickness, cancer, and genetic damage. Workers in nuclear cleanup operations must adhere to stringent safety measures, including wearing protective suits, monitoring radiation levels, and decontaminating equipment and facilities regularly. Even with these precautions, the threat of radiation exposure looms large, making this job one of the most hazardous in the world.
The cleanup operation is underway 24 hours a day. It's projected to cost upwards of $100 billion and could take as many as 40 years to complete.
Reports say that 70% of homes in the U.S. contain mold, and mold can form within 24 to 48 hours if spores have access to water, oxygen, and a food source.
When it's all done.
And not to mention the health issues.
Right, there's serious health issues for a lot of people. You have everything from allergic reactions, headaches, watery eyes, respiratory problems.
All right.
At number 6, we have mold remediation. Mold may seem innocuous, but exposure to mold spores can have serious health consequences, particularly for individuals with respiratory conditions or compromised immune systems. Mold remediation workers face risks of allergic reactions, respiratory irritation, and fungal infections. Inhaling mold spores can exacerbate existing health issues or trigger new ones, making proper protective gear essential. Additionally, mold infestations often occur in damp, confined spaces, further increasing the risk of exposure to hazardous conditions.
Different area.
I probably should have been more concerned, but I never saw this coming.
No, I didn't know you could get sick from just one time.
Asbestos is a hidden killer. It's extremely dangerous product. Asbestos is found in the most weird and wonderful places, and sometimes even found in the telephone. You know, it can be used in areas where you wouldn't expect it to be used. That's why I must stress a survey must be carried out to identify asbestos throughout a property.
Halfway through our list at number 5, we have asbestos removal. Asbestos, once hailed as a miracle material for its fire-resistant properties, is now recognized as a silent killer. Exposure to asbestos fibers can cause mesothelioma, lung cancer, and asbestosis, among other serious health conditions. Workers involved in asbestos removal must exercise extreme caution to prevent the release of airborne fibers, which can be inhaled and cause irreparable harm. Specialized training, stringent containment measures, and personal protective equipment are imperative to minimize the risks associated with asbestos abatement.
You know what to do.
Dismembered body parts, toxic bodily fluids.
Ooh, body soil.
I think people find a lot of things difficult on jobs, but primarily is exactly what you would think. Blood, skull, brain, clumps of hair, maggots, all the insects is very shocking.
Coming in at number 4, we have biohazard cleanup. Cleaning up biohazardous materials, such as blood, bodily fluids, and infectious waste, poses significant health risks to workers. Exposure to bloodborne pathogens like HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C can result in life-threatening infections. Moreover, biohazard cleanup often involves confronting traumatic scenes, which can have psychological repercussions on workers. Strict adherence to safety protocols, including the use of personal protective equipment, disinfection procedures, and proper waste disposal, is essential to protect workers from the dangers inherent in this line of work.
They're the bowels of one of the world's largest and most polluted cities, where disease runs rampant and the stench is sickening. Human excrement, toxic waste, rotting cadavers, all flowing right beneath the sidewalk.
At number 3, we have sewer and drain cleaning. Working in confined spaces like sewer systems and drainage pipes presents a host of hazards, including exposure to toxic gases, oxygen deficiency, and physical entrapment. Hydrogen sulfide gas, commonly found in sewage, can cause rapid unconsciousness and death at high concentrations. Additionally, the presence of volatile organic compounds and flammable gases poses risks of explosions and fires. Proper training in confined space entry, gas monitoring, and emergency rescue procedures is crucial for workers in this field.
This man is diving into a sewer filled with toxic waste to unclog pipes. It's one of the deadliest jobs in all of South Asia.
They apply chemicals to surfaces and cut out the material from surfaces or strip the walls, then package the waste. They may use sandblasters, scrapers, and vacuums to remove paint, often working in confined spaces or at great heights. They may build scaffolds or containment areas before cleanup.
Penultimately, at number 2, we have industrial cleaning. Industrial cleaners face a myriad of dangers, from exposure to hazardous chemicals and machinery to working in confined spaces and at heights. Chemical burns, respiratory issues, and physical injuries are common risks associated with industrial cleaning tasks. Moreover, the fast-paced nature of industrial environments can increase the likelihood of accidents and injuries if proper safety precautions are not followed. Comprehensive safety training, adherence to safety protocols, and vigilant hazard awareness are essential for industrial cleaners to navigate the inherent dangers of their profession.
I've had a building where the gusts were 70 kilometers. I was on Queens Quay and it was blowing me right over the Gardiner Expressway. And I couldn't hold on to the building anymore. And I just had to go with it, take a break, and it was just pulling me over the Gardiner Expressway.
And finally, taking the top spot at number 1, we have high-rise window cleaning. Working at dizzying heights atop skyscrapers, cleaners are exposed to the constant threat of falls, equipment malfunctions, and adverse weather conditions. Even with safety harnesses and rigging systems in place, the risk of a fatal accident is ever present. High-rise window cleaners must possess nerves of steel, impeccable safety training, and unwavering focus to safely navigate the perils of their profession. And there you have it, the top 10 most dangerous cleaning jobs in the world. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content. Until next time, stay safe and stay clean.
It is an adventure working on a project like the Luxor. Because of the unique scale, specific safety precautions are taken as we refurbish the glass back to its original radius. The training I put my guys through is especially important for a project like this. Because at the end of the day, taking on a structure like the pyramid is one of the most dangerous jobs.